Well now, would you sass all them Hoopy viewers? There's some froods who knows where their towels are at. Hello there, I am Tom and welcome to a very extra special video today, which is basically a celebration of Towel Day, I guess you could call it. Towel Day is the day where fans of Douglas Adams the world over will celebrate his life and kind of commemorate his life and his works and the enormous pleasure that he brought to so many people through his works of fiction and much more. And the way that we do this is by carrying a towel with us all day long. And in case anyone hasn't read the Hitchhiker's Guide books, what are you doing? Go pause this video, go read them in full now, and then come back here. But for anyone who hasn't read them, the reason we will carry towels on this momentous day is because, to quote from the guide, just about the most massively useful thing any interstellar hitchhiker can carry is a towel. And it goes on to list many practical uses of the towel, but then says, more importantly, a towel has immense psychological value. For some reason, if a strag, or non-hitchhiker, discovers that a hitchhiker has his towel with him, he will automatically assume that he is also in possession of a toothbrush, washcloth, soap, tin of biscuits, flask, compass, map, ball of string, nut spray, wet weather gear, spacesuit, etc. Furthermore, the strag will happily lend the hitchhiker any of these or a dozen other items that the hitchhiker might have accidentally lost. Because what the strag will think is that any man who can hitch the length and breadth of the galaxy, rough it, slum it, struggle against the odds, win through and still know where his towel is, clearly is a man to be reckoned with. So that's the importance of the towel in the Hitchhiker's Guide universe, and that's where Towel Day came from, really. The Towel Day is always celebrated on the 25th of May, because it was essentially the quickest point after Douglas Adams' death that the fans could organise some event to commemorate his life. And by happy circumstance, if you take the date and put it into hexadecimal, the 2 will be 16 times 2, which is 32. Add the 5 on, which would make it 37. And then you add the 5 from the month as well, and you get 42, which is an amazing coincidence, really. I don't think anyone thought of that when they initially came up with the date for Towel Day. That is really all I've got to say about Towel Day. And I'm going to celebrate it in 2 ways today, as well as the obligatory carrying of a towel. Right now, as you can see during my introduction, I am playing a fan-made game called Survive 42. It's a rather fun little platformer type thing where you have to avoid the gaze of the Ravenous Bugblatter beast. And this is a beast that assumes that if you can't see it, then it can't see you. So if you wrap a towel around your head, then it thinks you're invisible and gets all confused. The game starts off with 42 seconds until the end of the world, and you try and put off the demise of the Earth by collecting the hourglasses. And now that the introduction is sort of winding down, I will be moving over to my second game of the day, where I will be playing the Hitchhiker's Guide interactive fiction, which is a notoriously difficult game to play, largely because it's just ridiculously cruel. And I so far have only played a couple of seconds of it. I put in one command and died straight away, just to check that it was all working and fine and dandy. So I'll switch over to that and we can go through it and play for a while. And here we are. It said press the button, so we pressed it, and now it says don't panic, and now we're into the game. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Infocom Interactive Fiction, a science fiction story. You wake up. The room is spinning very gently around your head, or at least you would be if you could see it, which you can't. It is pitch black. Let's turn on light. Good start to the day. Pity it's going to be one of the worst. Let's try that again. Pity it's going to be the worst one of your life. The light is now on. Bedroom. In the bed. The bed is a mess. It is a small bedroom with a faded carpet and old wallpaper. There is a wash basin, a chair with a tatty dressing gown slung over it, a window with the curtains drawn. Near the exit leading south is a phone. There is a flathead screwdriver here outside the bed. There is a toothbrush here outside the bed. So, literally the only thing I did when I was testing this out was turn on the light and tidy the room. Just as you've all got it spick and span, your home is unexpectedly demolished to make way for a new bypass. You are seriously injured in the process, but on your way to the hospital, a fleet of Vogon constructor ships unexpectedly arrives and demolishes the Earth to make way for a new hyperspace bypass. Too bad you never found an aspirin for your hangover. We are about to give you a score. Put on your peril-sensitive sunglasses now. Your score is 0 out of a possible 400 in one turn. Would you like to start over, restore the saved position, or end the session of the game? Let's restart. Yeah, if you have signed into a BBC account, then you can save and restore the game. But I'm not going to bother to do that. We're just going to go for it and see what happens. So, let's turn on the light again. And I'm going to say take dressing gown. You can't reach it. The effort almost kills you. Okay, fine. Leave bed. Very difficult, but you manage it. The room is still spinning. It dips and sways a little. Oops, spelling there. Take the dressing gown. Luckily this is large enough for you to get a hold of. You notice something in the pocket. Seriously, I have to open the pocket? Okay, open pocket. It's hard for you to open and close the pocket unless you're wearing the... This is what interactive fictions used to be like. Opening your dressing gown reveals a thing your aunt gave you which you don't know what it is. A buffered analgesic and pocket fluff. I have the fluff, okay. Oops. Spelling. Take. You swallow the tablet. After a few seconds, the room begins to calm down and behave in an orderly manner. Your terrible headache goes. Good. We won't try tidying the room. Let's take the screwdriver. Old newspaper. Let's tiled wallpaper, not newspaper, okay. Wash basin, chair, window, curtains are drawn. Take toothbrush. As you pick up the toothbrush, a tree outside your window collapses. There is no causal relationship between these two events. Okay, let's open the curtains. As you part your curtains, you see that it's a bright morning, the sun is shining, the birds are singing, the meadows are blooming, and a large yellow bulldozer is advancing on your home. Stop bulldozer, I guess? Bulldozer isn't here. Leave house. Did you have any particular direction in mind? Let's try and take the phone. You pick up the receiver. A moment later, the dialing tone is suddenly cut off. Glancing through the window, you can't help but notice a large oak tree, of which you're particularly fond, crashing through the phone cable. Shouldn't you be taking more interest in events in the world around you while you've got it? Okay. South. You rush down the stairs in panic. Now that's not good. You're supposed to not panic. Front porch. There is the enclosed front porch of your home. Your front garden lies to the south. You can re-enter your home to the north. On the doormat is a pile of junk mail. Take mail. Okay, I never know what's going to be important, you see. And south. You can enter your home to the north. A path leads around it to the northeast and northwest, and a country lane is visible to the south. All that lies between your home and the huge yellow bulldozer bearing down it, in a few yards of mud. All that lies between your home and the huge yellow bulldozer. Oh, is a few yards of mud, okay. Mr. Posser from the local council is standing on the other side of the bulldozer. He seems to be wearing a digital watch. He looks startled to see you emerge and yells at you to get out of the way. The bulldozer rumbles slowly towards your home. You lie down in the path of the advancing bulldozer. Professor yells at you for Christ's sake, move. Prosser yells at you to, for Christ's sake, move. Okay, stay. Put. Lie down. You already are. The bulldozer thunders towards you. The ground is shaking beneath you as you lie in the mud. Stay. Time passes. The noise of the giant bulldozer is now so violently loud that you can't even hear Prosser yelling to warn you that you will be killed if you don't get the hell out of the way. You just see him gesticulating wildly. This will probably get me killed. Time passes. With a terrible grinding of gears, the bulldozer comes to an abrupt halt just in front of you. It shakes, shudders, and emits noxious substance all over your rose bed. Prosser is incoherent with rage. Moments later, your friend Ford Prefect arrives. He hardly seems to notice your predicament, but keeps glancing nervously at the sky. He says, "Hello, Arthur," takes a towel from his battered leather satchel and offers it to you. Take towel. As you take it, Ford says, "Look, thanks for lending me the towel. Been nice knowing you. Got to go now." He smiles oddly and walks down the country lane. I'm going to follow Ford. You can't do that. Stand up. The bulldozer driver gives a quick chew of his gum and slams in the clutch. The bulldozer piles into the side of your home. Your home collapses in a cloud of dust, and a stray flying brick hits you squarely in the back of the head. You try to think of some suitable last words, but with the confusion of the moment and the spinning of your head, you are unable to compose anything pithy and expire in silence. Oh dear. I don't think it'll let me follow forward. You keep out of this, you're dead. An ambulance arrives. You keep out of this, you're dead. You should be concentrating on developing a good farm rigor mortis. You are put in the ambulance which drives away. For a dead person, you're talking too much. As the ambulance reaches the mortuary, a fleet of Vogon constructor ships unexpectedly arrives and demolishes the Earth. To make way for a new hyperspace bypass, we are about to give you your score. Put on your peril-sensitive sunglasses now. I got 10 in 26 turns. Okay. Let's go through this again. Turn on the light. Leave bed. Take... can I put on the dressing gown? Or wear, I think I used. Okay, I have to take it fast. Let's see... No. There's no autocomplete or anything. Oops. Take the fluff and take analgesic. Right, look, because I've forgotten what I... Okay, look. Wash basin, chair, window, curtains. Take screwdriver. And the toothbrush. Use the phone again. Yes, and again, that happens. Open the cartons. And go south. Take the mail and south again. Lie down. Seen all this before. Take a towel. Stay where I am this time. Time passes. Time passes. Time passes. I don't think this is going to do anything. Read the mail. There are many pieces of mail. Most are from some computer company called Infocom, which wants you to buy their games. Hidden underneath is an official letter from the local council, dated some 2 years ago and inexplicably not delivered until now, explaining that a demolition order has been served for your home. The date of demolition is today's date. Okay, argue. Argue with PROSR. Okay. Stop bulldozer? I don't think that'll work. Okay. Okay. Examining towel didn't do much. Looks like every other toothbrush you've ever seen. Examine the screwdriver. Okay, what else can I do? Yeah, I've got no idea where to go from here. Let's have a look around. Mr. Foster from the local council is standing on the other side of the bulldozer. He seems to be wearing a digital watch. If I get up, he's just going to demolish the house again. Oh look, I've had 42 moves. Wait, time passes. Up, in, down, out, any escape. Let's do help. That doesn't help much. Commands. I don't know what commands. Command. Nope. Nope. What else? I've got a dressing gown. Okay, let's just try this again. Stand up. Yeah, that's it again. And okay, I think I'm going to leave it about there. I got 10 again, despite examining a load of things and doing things slightly differently. In fact, no, I'm not going to leave it there. I'm going to read the mail before I go and sit in front of the bulldozer. Let's do that, and let's do it very quickly. Restart. Turn on light. Leave bed. Take dressing gown, and then we shall open pockets. Take fluff. Wear dressing. Oop, nice spelling. Dressing gown. Not going quite so fast as I wanted to in this one. Oops, fluff. Take fluff. There we go. There we go, that's the end of music. What's this thing? Apart from a label on the bottom saying made in Ibiza, it furnishes you with no clues as to its purpose. Indeed, if it indeed has one, you are surprised to see it because you thought you'd thrown it away. Like most gifts from your aunt, you've been trying to get rid of it for years. Okay, look. Take the screwdriver. Take toothbrush. Brush teeth. Congratulations on your fine dental hygiene. And take the phone. Same thing again. Open cartons. And let's see what else. Oops. Examine the carpet. And the wallpaper as well. Okay, I know I can't tidy it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's just go south. Take the mail. Astoundingly, a bulldozer pokes through your wall. However, you have no time for surprise because the ceiling is collapsing around you as your home is unexpectedly demolished. Make way for a new bypass. You are seriously injured in the process, but on your way to a hospital. The fleet of Vogon construct ships arrives and demolishes the earth to make way for a new bypass. I think I used too many tons there. I'm going to try one more time. I really want to read the mail before I get outside. Okay. Awards 5. I don't know what awards mean. But let's just... I'm not going to do this too much, so... Open the pocket. I forgot that again. Wear the dressing gown. Open the pocket. There we go. That's where we got the 10 points from. Go south. Take the mail. Read the mail. Okay, we've seen that before. Now let's go south again. Talk to Prosser. Mr. Prosser looks at you expectantly as if you seemed to be about to talk. Yes, that's what I wanted to do. There. Okay. Let's just lie down. And wait. And wait. And wait some more. Talk to prefect. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay. Stand up. And again, the same thing. Okay, I'm completely lost here. But I think that's definitely about it. That's about 25 minutes of just this and another 5 minutes-ish of the previous segment. So I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I hope you got some really real feel for the Hitchhiker's Guide sense of humour and just what happens in the universe and so on and so on and so on. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, always know where your towel is.